Meras. Just kidding, man. It's Joey. Heading on my way to the gymnasium right now. 24. I'm gonna go get a little workout in with the homie Jose and the homie Manny. Motherfuckers be pushing that serious shit. On my way right now though, I don't know if y'all can hear the Tupac. I'm up in some Tupac on my way to the gym, getting my mind right. Hit these weights. This chest day. See if I'm debating whether I'm gonna go heavy. I don't know yet. I might do some banded work and kind of switch it up, but we'll see. I mean, these dudes might want to push me to go a little bit heavier than I normally gone. Keep in mind, I did just hit like 315 recently, or 320 was the most I hit, and that was like what was it, like Monday? So yeah, fuck man, some crazy shit. But I'll catch y'all when I get in there. Deuces. Just made it in here. It's not too bad. It's actually pretty empty. So let's get after it, y'all. Get some bench on that ass. Just kidding.
Yeah, it was good, y'all. Here it is. This was a chest day. On this day, it was me, Jose, and Manny. We ended up getting a pretty good workout at this point. This was a little bit different than what my regular normal bench day would be. It's pretty cool working out with them. They lift a lot more than I do, so it really helps you out when you work out with people who are stronger than you, because then you get to push yourself a little bit more. Here we see we have Jose going with a triple. It loses a lot of momentum, I guess, when he feels uncomfortable instead of just trying to go for it. For me, I feel like I still need to, at this point, I was still working on keeping my ass on the bench and getting a little bit more comfortable with the positioning. Now I kind of found a really good groove and where I feel the most comfortable, and yeah, that doesn't really happen that much anymore. One of the biggest things I did and I modified was how I position my toes under the bench. That was like one of the biggest things, and as soon as I have them locked in where I need to have them, then I don't have any problems with it. Here we got our homie Jose pushing 315, which is pretty good. Something, that was a really good PR for him right there. We were bored Manny, I give him just a handoff and then just let him go for it. The Manny's bench is pretty strong. I think with the slingshot he gets up to what is it, almost 4 or 5. I think it's 395 or 385. I'm not too sure. Yeah, 385. Right here he's working with a working set of 335. Something I gotta work myself up to is getting to the same level where he's at. Getting the same level of comfortability. And here we have our homie Jose putting a slingshot on the homie Manny. True homies put slingshots on their boys. It's the way that shit rolls. But yeah, homie Jose, he ended up buying now. In one of the later videos you guys will see, he ended up buying some rogue bands, so in that way we can get a little bit more resistance. So we got 50 pounds, another 30-pound red ones, and then he ended up getting 100-pound resistance. So that'll be pretty good to provide some different variation on our lifts. And man, he's just blowing through these freaking these easy reps, and then this one too, man. This one was kind of surprising. Really strength, man. His strength is crazy. What's nuts to me too is that he never wears like any wrist straps either. He just goes for it raw as fuck. Besides the slingshot, of course, which helps him out. I mean, with the slingshot, all we do mostly too is just to overload, just to overload the system and just make sure that we're heavily overtaxing our body. You get some pretty good reps of this. He gets one. He's having trouble locking out at the top, so I'm just helping him, control it up at the top. And he got 3 reps. Fuck, man, he's almost at 405. Some beast that shit. But as always, I'm still gonna continue to work on my bench and get better at it. You guys will see in later on in the other videos that my bench does actually get better. It's more so just a positioning thing, and actually understanding that, and then that'll be kind of how I figure the bench out. But on to the next clip. Deuces.
Hey yo, what's good y'all? Right now it's Sunday morning. It's hella dark, but I'll show you guys the time right now. It is 4:23. About to get my way to the gym. About to make some do some deadlifts and then go from there. That's about it, man. I'm gonna try sumo again, see how that goes. If sumo's cool, I might stick with sumo for a while, but I'm gonna keep switching. I think conventional is the way for me to go. Conventional is where I'm the strongest, and yeah, I'll probably get to like I don't know, maybe 7 sets of 3 with 315, or maybe a little bit heavier depending on how I feel with the sumos. I'm gonna have to stretch and get really into it and figure it out. But another thing, man, like, it's a lot different, man, working out by myself. Like, I miss working out with my brother for the biggest reason that, like, when me and him used to work out, man, it's a lot more goofier and the shit's a lot funnier. Like, when I'm by myself, man, this shit, get on fucking power trips and shit. But I'm gonna just be on my own and just do my own shit for a while. I want that fool to start working out with me, trying to convince our homie Angel. Y'all saw him pull 5 plates recently for like 4 sets. I mean, for 4 reps. But yeah, that's kind of like, you know, the environment that I'm used to. It's the same with Jose and Manny. Finally made it. And man, this is like the craziest shit. So this is the first Sunday, I think, in a really long time that it's been this dead empty. Like, take a look at this. Like, look at how empty it is. Some crazy stuff. I love coming at this time. It's the greatest. My boy Donnie's working the front desk, so I'm gonna go head up there and tell him what's up. Just made it in here, so yeah, man, I'll catch y'all when I get in there. Gonna do a little bit of mobility stuff. It's pretty much the same shit I do for squats to open up my hips, and that's about it. So yeah, I'll catch y'all when I'm in there.
Hey yo, what's good? Here's the second part of the video. The second part, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the mobility work and kind of what I do to keep my hips open, and what I do, to keep myself pretty warmed up as I start some deadlifts. And so since on this day I'm doing sumo deadlifts, one of the biggest things is that I want my hips to be, as open as possible, and then also to be able to load them as much as I need to. So one of the things I do is at first I start off with the slingshot around my ankles. And then I'm just kind of like, opening up my hips, as you guys can see, just to make sure that, like, I break parallel, break depth, and then just to keep them nice and open. And then I'm going to move over to, I think I'm doing the bands. So these I do like banded single leg lunges on my knees. And then these work really good for opening up your adductors. So that's kind of one of the best things. Also your hamstrings, it helps stretch out your hamstrings too, and that's pretty helpful as you are doing anything leg related. I also do some banded squats, which help out open up my hips. I mean, if you guys have ever tried these, you guys know kind of the pain that you kind of go through. If not, then I think you guys should try to put them in your mobility regimen. I kind of try to do a lot of mobility work before I even get started lifting. That's one of the things I like to do. Main reason being is that I don't want to get any injuries. So to prevent injuries as much as possible, what I do is warm up as much as possible. That's kind of more so, along the lines of what I do. I also do these kind of like kickouts. These step out, open up your hips too. And from here, then I'll let you guys kind of watch the rest of it raw, with a little bit of the sound, and that's pretty much it. Catch you on the next one.
you at? Smoking meth, hitting cats on the block.